Okay, so this is our lot. This is start of construction. So we're just going to take you through what we've talked about in part one, a little bit about the planning and all that. So we're going to show you the lot. First thing the builder did was put in this driveway. So we have a circular driveway. This is the first part of it. It goes around, comes out the other side. So we've got this, basically a drain that they had to put in here. It goes across underneath for the water to drain. Down there, they've put a power pole. So that's one of the first things they do is they put that power pole in so that they'll have power here for the construction crews. So we got our driveway in. Mandatory to have a porta potty here for the construction crews, so you're going to be paying for that. And this is what we have so far. So right now, the stage that we're at, we have foundation. So we'll walk up and have a look at this. So again, we're on 2 acres here, and the first thing they do is they come in and excavate. So they spend a lot of time with the tractors getting all the groundwork done, digging everything out, and they use a lot of dirt. Sometimes you're going to need fill dirt. In our case, I don't think they did. So here's what we have so far. So here's the garage slab. Now they call this flatwork. So this pad here for the garage, and patio slab plus the back slab, they call that flatwork. I don't know where that comes from. I guess because it's flat cement. Now, this is a crawl space foundation. The important thing about this is that our builder goes a little deeper on the foundation, and that's just so you can get underneath there better. One thing to really research is the difference between a sealed foundation and a foundation that's vented. And we went with a sealed foundation, and we'll tell you why. So there's no vents. A lot of the homes, in fact a lot of them around here, they'll have all the little vents that go around the side of the foundation. And some of these houses, there's like 30 vents. And in the springtime, you open those vents, and in the fall you close those vents, and it's meant to keep it warm and dry and all that sort of thing. So we elected to go with the sealed crawl space. And the advantage of that is that you don't have to deal with all those little vents. You can get automatic vents that open and close. You can buy them. They're pretty expensive though. If you had 30 vents, that might cost you quite a bit of money. And they malfunction, right? So you still have to pull air out of this space within a sealed foundation. In this area here, this is actually called the mechanical platform. There'll be a structure built in here for that, and there'll be a vent that pulls air continually out of the foundation, out of the crawl space. So that's how it's vented, and I just think it's a much better way to go. But anyway, so a real deep foundation for crawl space. The crawl space also has all your plumbing under there, your duct work, electrical. So your crawl space is super important. So you want to make sure you get that right. So again, this is what we're looking like. Back there is our back patio slab. All right. We were a little concerned that there might be a bigger step there, but it turned out that the lot was pretty flat, so it worked out. We started building mid-January, and right now it's February 21st, so we're about 45 days into this build from the time they started digging into what you see here as the foundation and the flat work is done. I'll show you over here the utilities. So here's our power. We have, this is I think a 3-inch conduit. Our builder's actually pulling a 400 amp service in, so they're pulling 400 amp conductors. but we'll be running a 200 amp service. It just gives us some future proof there. It wasn't a lot of extra to pull 400 amp service from the transformer. One other thing else that we noticed is that this is our fiber optics, and then here is our natural gas. These two utilities were pulled in for no cost. The utility company just pulls these in for you in this area, and they just drive around in a truck, and when they see construction going on, they just come in and pull these gas and fiber optic lines in for you. So we have gas, fiber optics, and our power here on the side of the garage. All right. They filled the trench back in for the power that they pulled in from that corner. And this property, we're going to have a septic system and a well. So those are completely new videos that we'll shoot just for those. But right now, this is where we are after 45 days. You can see the driveway from here. There's going to be a circle driveway that comes through and goes out up there. So that's our circular driveway. The truss lumber has been delivered, and the framing lumber is supposed to be here, I think, tomorrow, and they're going to start framing. So hopefully the framing starts next week, and we'll shoot a whole series just on the framing. But this is what you're going to look like in about 45 days or so. So yeah, just have a little bit of a look. Again, we're on 2 acres out here. Still have a bit of snow, which is a little unusual for this time of year, actually. But I think we're doing pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with the way things are turning out. I'm learning a lot, and hopefully that helps you guys if you're looking to build a custom house. There's a lot to it. It's a big job for a long time. One thing I'll point out to you, on our driveway, we're pulling in a driveway that runs along the side of the house, and this is going to be a big RV pad back here, and a big just a big asphalt area that we could park extra cars or work on stuff or whatever. But that's RV parking, so I think that'll be a nice feature. And then we have a big boat bay for our boat, so it accommodates everything nicely. But again, hopefully that helps, and so the next video we do should be on framing, and we will hopefully be talking to you again soon.